interviews and whatnot. Workouts begin tomorrow. I want to circle back to, you mentioned this piece that you posted, looking back, so speaking of circling back, your second conversation with both Beane and Joe Brady and different things that may have stood out. I know we talked yesterday about their news conferences, but I don't know that we talked to you about the second time around. Anyway, what stood out to you 24 hours later after sort of reviewing the tape?
Yeah, I think the first thing is that there are some looming decisions, right? And we all know that, but Brandon Beane acknowledged that they're going to have to do something with Dawson Knox's contract. Now, whether that is outright moving on from Knox, I don't think they want to do that. I think they'd like to work something out. Is that a pay cut? Well, as Brandon Beane joked, if everybody offered a pay cut to go to the minimum, that'd be great, but you want to show respect to players and people too. So my guess is they're going to Dawson Knox and saying, would you take a pay cut? And Dawson Knox may say, I don't want to do that. And that's his right. They could also try to restructure. Now, I don't know how it would go over with Bills fans. Wouldn't mind if they said, let's add another year to your deal, and then we can spread out some money. I think Dawson Knox can play for a couple more years. He's been a very solid player for this team. But Beane acknowledged that something has to be done there. But he also said, hey, we have time. We think about it a lot of times in terms of, boy, it's coming up fast. They got to do this stuff before March 11th. Like, they'll take all of that time. And Beane's like, yeah, there's no rush. We got a couple weeks here. We got to figure it out. But that's one.